There will always be voices around you, whispering, questioning, judging. Some will smile to your face and doubt you behind your back. Others will project their fears, their insecurities, their limitations onto your life. And if you are not careful, you will start to carry their opinions as if they were your own truths. But here is the reality. People's opinions are shaped by their own experiences, their own pain, their own failures and fears. They are not a reflection of your worth, they are a reflection of their world. And yet, so many of us live in invisible chains, trying to meet expectations we never agreed to, playing roles we never chose, just to please people who may never truly see us. Every time you change yourself to fit someone else's idea of who you should be, you drift further away from the person you are meant to become. You silence your own voice so theirs can be louder. You dim your own light so they can be more comfortable in the dark. But life is too short to be lived for someone else's approval. When you are on your deathbed, you will not remember the moments you pleased others. You will remember the moments you stood firm, the times you stayed true, the choices that honored your heart. Freedom begins the moment you decide, I will not let your opinion of me define the way I see myself. The truth is, the people who truly matter, the ones who genuinely love you, will not require you to shrink, to bend, to break, just to be accepted. They will encourage you to be yourself, even if it makes others uncomfortable. So the question becomes, are you living your life for their applause or for your own peace? Every opinion you hear about yourself passes through a filter. The filter of someone's upbringing, their culture, their fears, their successes, and their failures. That means what they say is not a reflection of who you truly are, but a reflection of who they are. If someone tells you that your dreams are unrealistic, it's not because your dreams are impossible, it's because they cannot see themselves achieving them. If they call you too bold, too loud, too quiet, too different, it's because you've stepped outside the limits they have placed on themselves. But here's the danger. When you accept these filtered opinions as facts, you begin to carry them as if they were your own truths. Slowly, they plant seeds of doubt in your mind. You start second-guessing your abilities, questioning your worth, and adjusting your behavior just to fit inside their frame. Yet, that frame was never built for you, it was built to match their perspective. And if you spend your life living within it, you will never see the full horizon of what you're capable of becoming. You can shape yourself to fit their expectations today, but tomorrow those expectations will change. You may dress the way they want, speak the way they prefer, live the way they believe is right, but the moment you think you have their approval, the goalpost moves, and you start again chasing something that can never be caught. The problem with living for approval is that it's a game you don't control. The rules are unspoken, the standards keep shifting, and no matter how fast you run, you never truly arrive. It's a treadmill of validation, exhausting, endless, and empty. And while you are busy trying to win their applause, your own dreams, your own identity, your own peace begin to slip further away from you. When someone criticizes you, understand that their words are not a reflection of your worth, but a revelation of their own limitations. People project their fears onto others. Fears of failure, fears of rejection, fears of being seen as different. If they tell you to be more realistic, it's because their own vision has been clouded by disappointment. If they say you should tone it down, it's because they have been taught to silence their own voice. The danger comes when you start wearing their judgment like it's your truth, carrying the weight of burdens that were never yours in the first place. When you live for others, every choice you make is not truly yours. You dress the way they want, you speak the way they like. You make decisions not because they feel right to you, but because you hope they will keep others happy. And for a while, you might convince yourself that this is just keeping the peace, but inside, a quiet voice is telling you that you are betraying yourself. The walls of this prison are reinforced every time you say yes when your heart is screaming no. Every time you hide your dreams because you're afraid they'll laugh. Every time you change your opinion so you won't be criticized. Piece by piece, you're free. Piece by piece, your freedom slips away. The saddest part is that the people you are trying so hard to please may not even notice your sacrifice. Or worse, they might take it for granted. And you are left carrying the weight of a life that doesn't feel like yours, wondering when you will be allowed to truly live. But the truth is, no one else can unlock this prison for you. The key has always been in your hands. And the moment you decide that your own peace matters more than their approval, when your life's mission becomes pleasing everyone around you, you slowly erase yourself from your own story. You start putting on masks, one for family, one for friends, one for work, one for strangers, until you no longer remember which one is the real you. You bend your opinions to match theirs, you soften your edges to avoid offense, you even shrink your dreams so they fit neatly into their comfort zone. And at first, it feels harmless. You tell yourself you're just being polite or easygoing. But over time, you begin to realize that in trying to be accepted by everyone, you have been truly known by no one, not even yourself. You've hidden your true thoughts, your deepest desires, and your authentic self under layers of performance. And the longer you keep them buried, the harder it becomes to remember how it felt to live unapologetically. The world is louder than ever. Every day, thousands of opinions flood your mind from social media, from friends, from family, from strangers you've never met. Everyone has something to say about who you are, what you should do, and how you should live. And if you are not careful, you can become so consumed by these voices that you forget what your own voice even sounds like. That is why you must learn to create silence. It might mean turning off the phone for a few hours, taking long walks alone, or spending mornings in meditation before the world has a chance to reach you. Because in that stillness, you hear something rare, your own truth. And once you hear it clearly, the noise outside no longer has the same power to shake you. Your value is not something the world gets to vote on. It does not rise with applause and it does not fall with criticism. It is constant, unshaken by opinion, untouched by judgment. The mistake many people make is thinking that worth is something you earn through performance, success, or popularity. But the truth is, worth is something you are born with. No achievement can increase it. No failure can reduce it. And when you truly understand that, you stop allowing others to put price tags on your life. You stop playing the endless game of proving yourself. And you begin to live from a place of quiet confidence, the kind that cannot be taken away because it does not depend on anything outside of you. One of the most powerful ways to break free from the weight of judgment is to be so committed to your mission that there is no space left in your mind for fear of what others think. When your eyes are locked on the path ahead, their voices become background noise. When you are deeply focused on the work you are meant to do, you no longer have the time or energy to waste on trying to manage other people's perceptions. The truth is, you cannot please everyone. but you can live in such a way that when you reach the end of your journey, you know you stayed true to your calling. And when you live like that, the opinions of others fade into the distance. The moment you stop performing for the wrong audience, something shifts. People who only valued the version of you that served their comfort begin to drift away. And while their absence may feel like loss, it's actually the space you've been needing space for the right people to find you. The right people will never require you to dim your light so they can shine. They will never make you shrink so they feel taller. They will encourage your growth, even if it challenges them. They will celebrate your individuality, not criticize it. And when you have even a few people like that in your life, you realize that the opinions of those who don't understand you never really mattered at all. Your life is a book, and every decision you make is a sentence in your story. For too long, you may have handed the pen to other people, letting their judgments, expectations, and limitations decide what your next chapter will be. But no one else is responsible for the plot of your life. No one else will feel the joy or regret of the choices you make. When you finally take back the pen, you stop asking for permission to be yourself. You start writing a story that feels like it belongs to you. A story where your voice is the loudest, your dreams are the guiding thread, and your truth is the foundation for every page.
So stop living for their approval. Stop carrying their fears as if they are your truth. Stop letting their limited vision define the size of your dreams. This life is yours, and the clock is ticking. Every day you live for someone else is a day you lose from the life you were meant to live. The world doesn't need another copy of their expectations. It needs the original version of you, unedited, unfiltered, unapologetic. Live so that when you take your final breath, you know you were never a prisoner of opinion, you were free.